What's going on, y'all? I'm selling my kayak. I'm gonna wash this one. I've been waiting to try this. I got some boat soap from Better Boat, and I got a soap gun, like a foaming soap gun. I really got it to wash the truck because I got bugs smashed in the grill of the truck from driving through salt marshes lately. But let's talk about my boats while I wash them. Contrary to popular belief, I don't work with Bonafide or Feel Free. Bonafide didn't choose to work with me. I just use the boat. Feel Free, I like the boats, but they also chose not to work with me. I continue to use the boats though. But for all of you who thought I was actually a rep or sponsored or anything with Bonafide, I am not. I just happen to know a lot of them, but that's it. But I'm selling my kayaks. The Bonafide is just not capable of doing what I need a kayak to do. And for a long time, I tried to force the issue, tried to get used to it, but it's just never gonna be the boat I need it to be. Kayaks are tools. I look at them like I look at a wrench. You're not gonna use a 1/4-inch drive to take a lug nut off a wheel. You know, it just won't do it. My first boat, $350 sit-in from Dick's. Horrible seat. Just not the good boat, right? But it's where I started. I learned my lesson because I pushed that boat beyond its limits, and I almost ended up in the Chesapeake Bay swimming. I'm leaning into this wind. This is every bit of 40 miles an hour. I can almost not stand against it. I got caught out in that. In fact, I just got back in out of that. What in the hell? Right. Last look at my first kayak. I'm trying to sell this kayak today. I wanted to show it to you guys before I sold it so you can see what I had, where I started. This is the boat I could afford at the time, and this is the boat I used for everything, and this is the boat I almost died in because I pushed it past its limit. So you don't need the biggest and the best, but you do need the right tool, and you need to know how far you can push that tool. The industry right now is really going towards stable platforms with propulsion, with pedal drives and props, and I don't need that. I've got a boat with a gas motor and a trolling motor. I do not need a kayak to do that, okay? So a lot of these boats in the industry, where they're going, they don't suit my needs at all. I just literally don't need that. I'm going for a boat that's gonna do, it was purpose built for the type of craziness that I do. Rough surf, whitewater, dragging, portaging, rocks, all the things that this is just not gonna do for me. So if y'all watched my other video from about a year ago, my brother flipped his Bonafide in the rapids.
Why you make that hard turn like that?
Part of the reason that boat flipped is because it just, that environment is not conducive to something that's super wide and stable with a lot of control surfaces. You look at your whitewater boats, they're like little bananas, and they're smooth and they're round and you don't stand up on them. That's not a hull that's kind of, the Moken is kind of in the middle. The boat I'm getting is like super right dead down the center between fishing and being able to take waterfalls. Super stable platform built for fishing, but it's built for fishing in flat water. I've taken it out into the Atlantic, drove me absolutely nuts. I've taken it whitewater and I absolutely hate it. I can't have a kayak that pigeonholes me into that. I don't need a motorized boat. I don't need a super wide, flat, stable platform. That is not why I kayak fish. I have a John boat. I understand my situation is a little bit different than a lot of people's, but I just don't. The industry is going towards all this propulsion and drives and electrifying kayaks and doing all this and making them as heavy and as big as my John boat. That's fine. That's fine. That's not WAEofFishing. That's not what I need. I need something that can go to war. I need something that I can toss over trees, something that can go through white water, go off waterfalls, bounce off of rocks. I need that boat. That's not it. So I'm selling it. a lot of people reach out to me and they say, what boat should I get? Well, what are you gonna do? Right? What's your budget? What are you gonna do? There isn't a boat that does everything. There is not a boat that does everything. I challenge people who tell me how good this is in open water, like out in salt water with the currents I challenge you guys to go get in another boat, like to go get in an ocean kayak or something of that sort. You don't know what you don't know. I've taken this out in the Atlantic. I made it back, right? Absolutely, I did. It's not a bad boat. But I knew what a boat that didn't have the shortcomings of this in current could do, so I could feel the back of my boat getting pushed. I could feel myself getting turned. I could feel the currents acting against the boat. I did not like that. I did not like that at all. Because I've been in boats that don't have that problem. But those boats also, you can't walk around on them, right? So it's not to say this is bad. It's just, it doesn't do what I need. It doesn't do what I need. So let's get that clear. I need a boat that will allow me to be as crazy and reckless and irresponsible as I want to be with myself. And that's just, that's not it. So I'm out here trying out my new soap cannon from Better Boat. I got some boat wash and a soap cannon. I'm gonna clean up the Move Angler because I'm selling it too. I was saving it for Kenai, but we've got another boat on the way that's gonna replace this by leaps and bounds. I don't wanna say anything else about it till it gets here and we do those videos. So we're gonna sell this, we're gonna sell that. There's another boat that I wanna go get. It's quite a bit expensive. Not as expensive as this one, but close. Yeah, let's try out this soap cannon and let y'all sit with the fact that I'm selling my boat. This might blow up in my face. I've never used a soap cannon and I don't like reading instructions. So let's just pull the trigger and see what happens. Okay. Is the soap? Oh, look, and the soap comes out. It's got a dial on it for letters. I don't want to read instructions. Probably quantity of soap. I already cleaned the Bonafide, so I'm not gonna make y'all sit here and watch me wash these boats, but they are for sale. I will be in a very different kayak come next weekend if I choose to go out in a kayak. We got another boat arriving at the house this week, and I don't know. Let me know if you want me to do more kayak education videos, talks, conversations. Maybe we can do some in like 10-minute formats, and what I'm thinking, if you guys want it, is you ask me a question and I just answer the question from my perspective, of course. There could be more than one answer to the question, but I will give you mine. So thanks for watching My Way of Fishing. Get out there and fish your way. I've come to terms that the Bonafide SS127 is not my way of fishing. I need to get out there and fish my way. It cannot be in that boat. So